Sure, here's the modified version with each sentence on a separate line and 10 dots at the end. Hi, dear friends. Sometimes dead is better, or so they say. And in the case of Pet Sematary Bloodlines, that adage couldn't ring truer. This supposed prequel to Stephen King's bone-chilling novel Pet Sematary falls short of expectations, stumbling along as a rushed, clumsy, and ultimately unscary endeavor. It feels as though the film was brutally hacked and slashed, leaving behind a bloody mess that Paramount Plus is now serving up for the Halloween season. While there may be sporadic moments of gory fun, Bloodlines fails to rise from its mouldy grave, leaving us with an undead film that lacks the essence of what made King's novel so terrifying. King's novel is a modern Gothic masterpiece, delving into the story of an ancient burial ground with the power to resurrect the dead. However, whatever emerges from that cursed ground, whether animal or human, returns changed. A bloodthirsty monster with an uncanny knowledge of dark secrets. The novel was first adapted into a film in 1989, followed by a remake in 2019. While some may have criticized the 2019 version for deviating from King's source material, I found it to possess its own wicked charm. Unfortunately, Bloodlines fails to capture the gothic essence and pervasive sense of dread that made the novel so haunting. Set in 1969, the story follows Judd Crandall, a young and eager individual yearning to escape the clutches of Ludlow, Maine, alongside his girlfriend Norma. With the Vietnam War raging on, Judd plans to join the Peace Corps in Michigan, seeking a way to contribute to his country. Surprisingly, Judd's father Dan seems delighted to bid his son farewell, as escaping Ludlow is a rare achievement in itself. However, Judd and Norma's escape is cut short when they become victims of a car accident. Soon after, Norma is viciously bitten by Hendrix, the Bateman family's dog. In their younger days, Judd was best friends with Timmy Bateman, along with their mutual friend Manny. But as time passed, they drifted apart, with Timmy eventually heading off to Vietnam. Now, Timmy's sudden return from the war brings with it a sense of unease, as he roams the town, exuding an eerie presence. Even his father Bill displays peculiar behavior. For those familiar with King's novel or the previous adaptations, it's no secret what lies behind Timmy's unsettling return. Killed in Vietnam, he was buried in the Micmac burial ground, a cursed indigenous graveyard located in the woods near the Pet Sematary, where local children bury their deceased pets. However, the film's handling of this revelation lacks conviction, failing to evoke any sense of fear or supernatural intrigue. Timmy, instead of being a terrifying revenant, is reduced to a mere jerk. The film hints at the curse that plagues Ludlow, even offering a glimpse into the town's founding in the 1600s. These elements hold promise, but Bloodlines disappointingly fails to explore them further. Native characters. Manny and Donna add a potential layer of better representation to the story, given the prevalent theme of the ancient Indian burial ground. Yet, this potential is squandered, resulting in a superficial approach that does little to enhance the narrative, except for Donna's unconvincing dream sequences. Overall, the film seems lethargic and complacent, lacking any genuine effort to captivate its audience. I can't help but believe that a longer cut of the film exists, one that would have fleshed out these ideas more effectively. However, we can only work with what we have been given, and what we have is a haphazardly assembled movie that fails to deliver. Characters are introduced only to be quickly discarded without much impact. There's a sense of indifference that pervades the film, making it challenging to invest in the story. While director Lindsay Anderson Beard does succeed in creating an empty, desolate atmosphere, depicting Ludlow as a lonely town isolated from the world, the film occasionally appears cheap and overly illuminated. Its depiction of the 1960s, as well as the 1600s flashback, lacks authenticity, feeling more like a cosplay attempt than a genuine homage. As a fervent fan of King's novel, I approached Bloodlines with boundless optimism, hoping for a worthy addition to the Pet Sematary universe. Unfortunately, the final result is feeble and uninspiring. While horror enthusiasts may find solace in the practical gore, and certain themes like Judd's doomed fate to remain trapped in Ludlow offer glimmers of potential, there's ultimately nothing substantial to grasp onto. The film slips through our fingers like freshly dug grave dirt, feeling disconnected from King's richly imagined world. In fact, the Pet Sematary itself barely features in the film, serving as an afterthought rather than a central element. If you crave the gothic thrills and bone-chilling suspense that make Pet Sematary a standout, I urge you to stick to the novel, the '89 adaptation, or even the 2019 remake. Leave Bloodlines to rest eternally in its rightful place, buried and forgotten,